with YUKO. Today we are going to lengthen our hamstring. Nowadays, most of have a lifestyle sitting long time and your hamstring getting tighter and weaker. So we're gonna actively stretch our thigh so you have a better posture. This could be issue for your lower back pain. So let's focus on the lengthening back of your leg. A lot of time focus on the space between sitting bone to the heel. So we are lengthening these space between these two spots, heel to the sitting bone. And just start with do the downward facing dog. Just jump into downward facing dog. You can start from bending knee together, that's okay too. And slowly up bending knee if your knees are bended. And go ahead and bend your left knee and grab your right heel. And really focus on grabbing right heel. And then start making space between right heel to the right sitting bone. Use your inhale to move your sitting bone away from your heel. And relax. Another inhale, move your sitting bone away from the heel. And relax the space. Do one more inhale, move your right sitting bone away from the heel. And exhale, relax. And go ahead and paddle your feet and start singing. Maybe you can start feeling more softness to your right hamstring. And we change sides. So bend your right knee, bring your left heel to the floor. And we start creating space between right heel to the left sitting bone. And inhale to lift your sitting bone away from the heel. And relax the space, exhale. Another inhale, lift your sitting bone away from the heel. And relax your exhale. Do one more little more space between heel and sitting bone. And exhale, start paddling feet and start seeing the difference. Hopefully those hamstrings are a little bit softer. And in the downward facing dog, inhale, lengthening spine and legs by lifting hips. And relaxing, exhale. Okay, inhale, lift your sitting bones away from your hands and feet. And relaxing, exhale. Do one more inhale, lift your sitting bone. And exhale, keep your legs straight and slowly walk your hand best way you can. So keep your feet above hip width. Walk your hand between bending without bending knee. Inhale, squeeze your hip joint halfway up. And exhale, slowly walking back to downward facing dog without bending knees. And inhale, lengthen spine and legs. And exhale, start walk your feet forward without bending knee and come far as you can go. So you can keep your feet a little wider than hip width if that's more comfortable and stable. And inhale to squeeze your hip joint. And exhale, relax your hip joint. Do one more inhale, squeeze your hip joint. And then if exhale, start walking back without bending knee. And full inhale, lift your sitting bone, lengthening spine and legs. And relaxing, exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, go ahead and stepping right foot forward. And bring your left knee to the floor. And start moving sitting bone to the back. And lift your toes. And keep your right hand on the floor. If you can grab your big toe with left hand. And inhale, lengthening spine. And exhale, pull your big toe and move your right sitting bone to the back. And inhale, slowly move your hips forward just a little bit. And exhale, pull your big toe, move your sitting bone to the back. Inhale. And exhale. Do one more inhale. Exhale, pull your big toe, move your right sitting bone to the back. And go ahead and ground your right foot and start moving knee, drawing circle with your knee. You can move your foot and we just loosen up your right hip joint. And reverse the direction. And right hand down, going back to downward facing dog and paddle your feet and see how you feel. Hopefully you feel right leg is a little longer, softer. And we switch sides. Go ahead and stepping left foot forward. Bring your right knee down. And start to bring your hip to the back and keep your left hand on the floor. Grab your big toe with 1 or 2 right fingers and take a deep inhale. Exhale, pull your big toe, move your left sitting bone to the back. And inhale, release. And exhale, move your left sitting bone to the back and pull your big toe. 2 more, inhale. In, exhale. Do 1 more, inhale. In, exhale. And go ahead and bring both your hands forward and start rolling left knee to loosen up your left hip joint. So a little more easier to do forward bending. Just notice the sensation, movement inside of your left hip joint. And reverse direction. And both hands on the floor, going back to downward facing dog. Hands between legs. And then inhale, lift your sitting bone to dancing spine and legs. And relaxing, exhale. Hopefully your legs are even between right side and left side. Another inhale, lift your sitting bones. And relaxing, exhale. Do 1 more inhale. Now with exhale, start walk your feet forward without bending knee, far as you can go. Then from here, so keep your left hand on the floor, bend your left knee. If you possible, bring your right hip right above your heel and open chest down right. So we are a little twisting here, but your focus is you have to lift your right sitting bone, exhale, grab your left heel, right heel. So we are creating space between right heel to the sitting bone. And you can keep your right hand at the waist. Inhale to lift your right sitting bone. Exhale, push the floor with the right heel. Inhale, lift your right sitting bone. Exhale, ground your right heel. Do 1 more. Inhale, lift your right sitting bone. And exhale, ground your right heel. And go ahead and bring your both hands to the floor. And find a spot that you can keep your both legs straight. And go ahead and paddle your feet to see how you feel. Then, hopefully, your right buttock, right hamstring a little more loose. Right hip joint a little mobile. And we switch side. So go ahead and bend your right knee. And keep your left hand on the waist. And gently twist your spine to the left. And inhale to ground your left heel. And stay here out. And inhale, lift your left sitting bone away from the heel. Exhale, push the floor with left heel. Inhale, lift your left sitting bone. Exhale, push the floor with left heel. 2 more. Inhale, lift your left sitting bone. Exhale, ground your left heel. Do 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And you're going to bring your both hands to the floor. And going back to downward facing dog and paddle your feet to see how you are feeling on the hamstring and hip joint. And hopefully they're a little more mobile, a little more refreshed, and a little longer. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this flow was helping somebody somewhere today to engage hamstring, to improve function of your hamstring. Thank you so much for watching. Please like my video, follow my channel, and come see me more. And thank you so much, and see you next time.